up until the 3rd, we've already done over 62,000. So, I mean, I've done in a month, 2 months, what I've done in a whole year. Well, my name's Leighsa Gibson, and I've been in the tax industry since my last son, so 2010. And I have offices in Akron, Ohio, and in Dallas, Texas.
You referred the most business to us before you even joined our program. I'm like, Leighsa, you're sending us clients left and right for Service Accelerator, but you haven't joined. You should join, right? So finally you did. Finally you got in, and and we get into the details. We have a referral fee. You referred enough people to not have to pay us out of pocket, which I think that was the plan.
But you know what? That should say something about you. So, you know, I've talked to you plenty of times. I've talked to Ross, over the time span of a year and a half. And, you know, you guys are just genuine. You're open. You keep it 100. You're honest. And I'm not saying anything bad about the other service bureau company because, you know, they're cool. But, you know, rapport is everything with people. So if you are able to build trust with somebody, that opens up the door for so much more. And it allowed me to say, man, this guy doesn't know me from a can of paint, but was so willing to just pour into me. I'm like, I could put this into a course that I already had, get people to buy into it, and then I can get into it as well. And so that's exactly what I did. Nice. And then, you know, not only was I able to get in, but I was bringing other people in, and we all ate. So it worked out. It worked out.
Tell me about your initial feedback once you hopped in and you're like, the training opened up, and what the opportunity was there for you versus what you've seen before, like what you didn't know, like just you speak whatever you want to say about it.
So, well, I mean, let's talk about the fact that you had training, first of all. So, period. Case closed. So when you're going from kind of winging it, and, you know, I had a account manager at the other place, and he would kind of drop little tidbits here, like, you know, Leighsa, if you do this, this will happen. And Leighsa, if you do this, then that'll happen. So it's like a lot of word of mouth and a lot of calls going back and forth, because like I said, if you've never done anything before, you just kind of either got to fake it till you make it, or you're going to ask enough questions until you can kind of catch on to hopefully do the right thing and not lose money on the deal. And so when I got in there, and I'm like, oh, look at this organizational guy over here. I like the fact that you had everything lined up. You literally just had to click, read, implement. Okay, click, read, implement. Okay, got that. Click, read, implement. And so the flow is really easy. The fact that the group had weekly calls. Y'all were easy to get in touch with. All we had to do was send either a text or email, and it was like, hey, okay, what do you need? Okay, got that covered. All right, have a nice day. I mean, like, the turnaround time is super quick, and then you guys have like super simple, easy videos that are not like 25 minutes long that you can just follow, because let's keep it real, people don't read and people lose interest real quick, even on videos. So if you keep your videos short and straight to the point, people catch on super quick. So it's like, you're either going to learn it or you're not. It's just really as simple as that. So when I started to see that you can literally take this and like grow this thing out, with me being an EA and teaching classes and selling software, I'm like, oh, I can take this and I can blow this thing up. And I did exactly that. So it really worked out. And that program is really, really good. And the fact that you guys took the time to have a workbook that you could print out, or you could type in it if you wanted to, you know, whatever your fancy is, and really be able to sit down and plan out what you want to do with your service bureau says a lot about about y'all and how you guys took that time out to really make sure that people got in this program and they didn't fail.
Like, when we open up our training, before you get into the training, there's a whole goal setting.
Okay, I still got my workbook. Don't play with me. It's right here. I was just looking for it. Like, don't make me put it on the thing.
There is while you look for it. Oh, look, there it is.
I got my workbook, honey. I printed that bad boy out, and I'm a writer because I'm older, so I like to write everything down. I'm not really a computer person. Right. So I literally took everything that was in those videos between you and Ross, and I wrote my little goals down and what I wanted to do. And I know some people only use one particular software, but I use multiple. So I was able to really that was just a really good thing for me personally, because it allowed me to focus on how I can build this out, not only for myself, but for all those people who are underneath me. You can really niche this out if you're good at teaching and you love to teach and that's your passion. You can implement the software into classes, just like you said, and you can grow that bad boy out. You don't even have to have a tax office anymore, because you're going to make your numbers on selling the software and then making sure that those people get clients, especially if you're good at knowing how to niche to certain type of clientele and you know how to market. Which another thing was, I can sell my ass off, but selling and marketing, people will put that together, and they're really two separate things. Like, you can be the best seller on earth and your marketing skills can be in the trash. And so I'm not good at funnels and stuff like that. I don't hide that fact. And so one of the things that I did like about your program is you taught people how to run ads. Yeah. I mean, people, if you don't know how to run ads, it's like, okay, I got this awesome software. I've gone through your modules. I know how to set the shit up, but it's like, now how do I get the people? So having those ads in there, that was a really big game changer, because not only was I able to teach myself, but on my resellers program, I was able to teach those girls that, and then they implemented that too. And so all of a sudden, all the sales started coming in. So that was a really good thing too.
Let's talk about sales. You had your stuff you're selling, you put a reseller program together. You want to share some numbers on revenue, like what you made on this. We're not talking service bureau fees and all that stuff, just in your packages that you were able to put together and actually go out and effectively market and effectively sell.
Yeah. So on the other service bureau, I think we pulled like maybe 17,000. This, the end of 2021, when I joined yours and I started selling my tax software course, we pulled in a year 61,000. But this year, from January until I'm gonna say, what's today, the 4th? So I'm gonna say the 3rd, because I haven't checked my numbers today. Okay. Oh. But up until the 3rd, we've already done over 62,000. So I mean, I've done in a month, 2 months, what I've done in a whole year by switching up and getting with you. So that says a lot. And that's between my sales, because I'm already selling 2023 software and we're in March of 2022.
Great.
Yeah, I haven't even opened up my tax classes yet. I've literally got into your program and started selling it. And every single month I've had a sale in software, every single month.
Awesome. So it's already, well, you didn't have to invest out of pocket, but it would have already paid back its investment. That's something you're.
I mean, yeah.
When you signed up, like the tail end of 2021, and then you're already broke 6 figures without even counting how much you're making on incentives and service bureau fees and all that other fun stuff that comes later on.
Right. And I mean, it's like, I don't want to call it easy money, because you definitely have to work. Like anything worth having is worth working for. You know what I'm saying? But you do need to have a plan, regardless of if you're seasoned in this or if you're brand new. The best thing I could tell people is to print that thing out. Hope you put it in the next one, okay? And or if you don't, but get a planner and plan out what you want to do and make your moves. You know what I'm saying? Because a person without a plan, it's nothing but a wish. Right. I wasn't wishing to make 6 figures. I was like, oh, we're going to do this. And I'm already on scale to make multiple 6 figures just this year, because I implemented the marketing system that you put in place, and and being able to tell people the software, people are already, I got a waiting list already.
I know there's a community aspect involved. So there's a Facebook group. Do you feel like the groups like that are valuable, like to having all you guys together, and just kind of being able to share ideas?
In our Facebook group?
Yeah.
So I like the Facebook group because not only is it just all of us sharing ideas with each other, there's no competition.
Right.
You know, so when you think about this industry, you feel like, oh, we're all got to be in this group. Oh, somebody is not going to be happy with the next person. But honestly, we are really in there like helping each other out. And then it even goes like, and we were talking about this other night, it even goes further than just the service bureau. We in there answering tax questions, talking about going out, going to party. Like we really went from just like a Facebook group to almost like a family environment. You know what I mean? And then the fact that you're able to pull certain people from the group and be like, hey Tia, such and such needs help, and we go over there and help it. Hey Ross, can you hit this up? And they hit that up. You know, it's not, you know, there's just no competition there, and everybody learns, everybody eats off of each other. And that says also a lot about the group, because you know you got the right people in there when there is no one is competing against each other, and that we can all learn healthy from each other without feeling slighted in any type of way.
Right. No, I think that's super important.
It's definitely like a family in there. So that's pretty cool too. So I do like the Facebook group. I like the Facebook group a lot. And I also noticed when people don't understand like a module or they can't figure something out, somebody's real quick like, no, all you have to do is hit this button and push that and do that. And they're like, oh, okay, thank you.
Any feedback or comments you would give to anyone that is looking at joining our Service Bureau Accelerator program?
Don't wait, honey. Don't wait. So, you know, if they're looking for structure, because let me tell you, I'm the most ADHD person on earth. Okay, they probably made Ritalin for me. If you that type of person who needs structure like myself, and you need organization and you're not good at it, that's one good reason to come on in here. Because when I tell you, those modules are super easy to navigate through and to understand, and the stuff that you don't understand, you don't need to ask them right away. Just write it down, book a consult, ask your questions, and get all your answers at one time so that you can just keep that flow moving. You know, another good reason to join is the environment, because like I said, everybody is in the same industry, but no one is left alone. So if you make yourself be known in the Facebook groups, on the weekly calls, which I absolutely love, even though I didn't join every single one of the weekly calls, the fact that you had it on the stream and in the Facebook group, so you can join either kind of way, was also really nice. You make it very open and available to people to jump in and jump off, because, you know, we all got lives. I mean, if you just don't join, I wouldn't understand why. This is one of the best deals. And I told you this before. I'm like, and I'm like, are you sure that's what it costs for me to get in here? Because I mean, you offer a lot, and you hold, I don't want to per se hold people's hand, but you make it a hell of a lot easier, especially when you're coming from somewhere else and you get into this and it's like their night and you are definitely the day. And I appreciate you for that one, because I really don't think that if I had stayed where I was at, I would ever be even thinking about the stuff that I'm doing right now. It's opened my eyes to a whole nother level of business that I personally did not think that I could touch prior to getting with you. And so I just tell people, you know, you want to dream big, y'all better come on over here to the fun side.